Hey everybody, welcome to EDEL 518A Week 2, and you're here with me again, Eddie. And before I even just say anything, I want to let you know that if you've already started school, I know that things can be really hectic. Everything's very different. There's just a lot of uncertainty in the way that everything is going. And, with all that said, definitely keep an open line of communication. Just let me know how everything's going. Reach out. I'll make sure that, I'm as flexible and help you along as best as I can. But the key is just reach out, just reach out. Let me know. I'm human. We're all human. We know that we all need varying levels of self-care, and sometimes that looks different for all of us. But great job as you got started this week with your groups. Please add your team members to the name and your name to the Google Doc sheet that's available in week 2. I hope you also did the reading and are starting to get a sense of the crucial features of instructional design. This week, you're definitely going to feel like you're back in the classes. It's going to be busy. It's going to be crazy. So try to get started as soon as you can. Hopefully you have already completed the lynda.com tutorials. If not, it's time to get moving on them. This content is going to be very helpful for the remainder of this class, and even more so in 518B in the second half of the semester. And if it's crazy right now, it's going to be even crazier then. I would also like you to read Chapter 3 of our text. The 5 elements of a good piece of educational software will be the basis for the group critique this week. The critique assignment due week 5 and for your future development of instructional software is all going to be based on this. These 5 elements are things that the developer has control over. As you read the chapter, think about the software your students use on a regular basis. Try to make connections and think about whether or not the software provides an effective introduction, whether the learner has any control over what they learn or how they navigate. Consider nonlinear PowerPoints or slides presentations and kind of the effect that has on the navigation. Think also about how the information is sequenced or chunked, the reading level and the readability, the spacing, the contrast, etc. of the material. You should also have learned about these in the lynda.com tutorials. Additionally, try to remember whether the students can easily access the help, and is that helpful or more confusing. Finally, how do you exit the program? Is the progress saved for the next time? Hopefully, by visualizing a piece of software as you read the chapter, you're going to be able to make connections with what you're reading. Once you've read the chapter, which hopefully you will do over the weekend, you will work with your teams that you created in week 1 to do a practice critique. Your teams, you are in teams of 4-ish, and there are 5 elements that you're critiquing. Plus, I want you to think about the learning theory as it relates to the software. You might want to use your 529 text as a resource for this. So that's 6 elements, 4 people. 6 elements means 2 people take ownership of 3 elements and 2 people take ownership of the other 3 elements. I suggest that you work in sub-teams of 2 or 3 rather than a complete divide and conquer and taking 1 element each, because I really want you to have the dialogue on the critique with your partner. In your sub-teams, critically explore the drill and practice software in one of the tutorial softwares. The links are in Evernote the links are there in Canvas under week 2. Be thorough and please read the directions about creating a new thread carefully. By Thursday, your mini critiques with your whole team of 4 or 5 will you'll have your initial post, and then you're going to continue on through Saturday with a discussion about how the different elements work together or against each other. This will hopefully result in a holistic critique of the software. Hopefully you can also see that this will serve as a practice run for the software critique assignment, which is going to be the big assignment for this quarter. Please don't start the software critique assignment until you finish this collaborative critique. I'm going to be joining the discussion 2.1 threads and helping you understand the critiques so that when you're doing the actual assignment, there should be no surprises. For the software critique assignment this week, all you need to do is agree on software and make sure all group members have access. You will enter this on the Google Doc where you added your name and wait for me to approve it. You will find that as you critique the software this week, that some of the elements are easier to critique than others. And then when you work in your team on the software critique assignment in which you are selecting your own software, you probably want to devise your own plan for how to equally share the work. So that's it. Have a great weekend. Do something fun, get some rest, and just practice that self-care.